Hello to all our newly admitted students. Welcome to the Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Secondly, I welcome you to this year's virtual orientation. For this academic year, our orientation is going to be in twofold, this virtual one, and also when you arrive on campus in a few days' time, it's going to be orientation at the college level, the faculty level, and for some programs at the departmental level. For this virtual orientation, which will happen this morning and some later part of the afternoon, you'll be officially welcomed to this noble institution by the Vice Chancellor of the University. Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon will welcome you into the great family of KNUST. After welcoming you, the Dean of Students, Professor Wilson Ejejare, who is going to be your father whilst you are studying with us, will tell you all that his office is going to do to assist you as your father on campus. After Professor Ejare, a representative from the Student Affairs and Financial Services will come and share with you issues concerning scholarship, bursaries, payments of fees, and other financial needs of the university, and also you as a student. Are you aware that your security is very dear to us? So the head of security, Lieutenant Colonel Koba Richard Eshan retired, will come and give you all you need to know about security issues even before you land your feet on campus KNUST. Please listen to him. Your security is our concern. Next, after his presentation, the head of KNUST Health Services, Dr. Osewusu, will be here to also tell you all that we are prepared for you. Your health is our priority. How are we ready to help you ensure that COVID will not come and affect us on campus? Please listen to him and all the protocols that we have ensured that your safety on campus is well. After the Health Director's presentation, our name is KNUST, Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We do a lot of things online and also via technology and digital platforms. A representative from the UITS will also come over and give you all the ideas, what you need to know concerning online registration, biometric registration, online lectures, and how to register your SIM card and everything. Make sure you listen to him because digitally we are on top of the game. After him, the University Estate Officer, Madam Juliana Nyakon, will come and let you know how our facilities, you need to take care of them, and things concerning all the accommodation and buildings of the university, how to take care of them. Then, as you are aware, for this academic year, about 30% plus of your courses are going to be held online. Thank God most of you have been born into the computer generation. The head of the e-learning center, Professor Eric Apau Asante, will also come over and give you all the preparation the university have made concerning online learning, combining it with the face-to-face. That will end the part one of our virtual orientation. After his presentation, I'll come over again and introduce you to the set of other presentations on the way. Thank you very much and see you soon.
I'd like to first of all congratulate you on this exciting day in your life. Indeed, it would have been most exciting if we were to welcome you into a normal life and environment. But unfortunately, the COVID-19 infections and spread are rather ravaging the world at this time instead of abating with the emergence of the Omicron strain of the virus. This notwithstanding, I am extremely delighted and happy to welcome you on behalf of management, staff, students, and the entire university community to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, Kumasi. Undoubtedly, the premier science and technology university in Ghana, which is also the best university in Ghana and the 12th best on the continent of Africa. according to the US News and World Report rankings for 2021. I believe you chose KNUST because you wanted to be with the best. You have chosen well. And I am so proud of you for taking one of the smartest decisions of your life. Congratulations is absolutely in order. Well done for gaining admission into our noble and prestigious university. This is certainly no mean achievement. Your arrival here is surely going to be an exciting, informative, and life-changing experience for you. We share in your excitement and will also share in your anxieties in the course of the journey. Meeting the selection criteria in such a stiff and competitive environment speaks volumes of what you are made of. Your resilience and hard work, which have contributed to your success story to this point, even amidst the COVID-19 challenges, should encourage and propel you to achieve greater heights in your training and career development. As our trademark, KNUST offers one of the best learning environments and educational experiences available in the world to its students. We assure you of an eco-friendly learning space that will help you to improve the quality of your personalized learning with emphasis on problem-based learning that ensures your learning experience is more enhanced and practical. As we play this role as a university, a lot will depend on you to be disciplined, focused, and purposeful in all that you do. At KNUST, over the 4 or 6-year duration of your academic program, you will be expected to acquire complex interdisciplinary problem-solving skills for your personal and professional development, and take courses that interconnect faculties and colleges to broaden your horizon. We will be available to assist you to adjust to your new environment through our various support systems. Your approach to academic work, the effective management of your time, the checks and controls you place on yourself in the context of your newfound liberties, and what you make of the multiple and diverse resources, as well as the many opportunities at your disposal, will go a long way to refine and enrich your life to become the gem that Ghana and the world need. You may be coming from different academic, social, ethnic, economic, cultural, and religious backgrounds. But I wish to assure you that the university is a melting pot that creates interconnectedness for all, where equal opportunities are provided for students to excel, to become the best of themselves. From the first day you set your foot on KNUST campus, make it your goal to achieve greater heights. Strive to be among the best and graduate with flying colors at the end of your program. I will advise you to take ownership of your life, your education, your mind, and become responsible for your learning. This is the fundamental difference between your education at KNUST and your time at the senior high school. Make new friends, and always remember that at KNUST, we are one big family and we look out for each other. Our obligation towards you and your family is to support you to be a holistic and all-rounded graduate, ready to take your place in the world of work and contribute positively to society. Your obligation towards KNUST is to ensure that you obey all its rules and regulations that is made available to you on our website, as well as in hard copies provided by your colleges. Should we all perform our duties with diligence, you can be sure we will live in harmony and enjoy our stay together in the course of your study. Finally, I'd like to commend you highly for sticking to and obeying all the COVID-19 protocols and staying safe to this point. Please, please, please be reminded that we are not completely out of the woods yet. You are therefore required to continue to adhere to all the safety protocols the university has painstakingly put together to ensure your safety as well as that of the entire university community at all times. May the Almighty God be your steadfast guide and stay always. Let me also use this opportunity to wish you and your dear families a happy and prosperous new year. Once again, accept our heartfelt congratulations. We are super excited about your coming and keenly looking forward to you joining the great KNUST family, the leaders in change. Thank you very much.
Hello, prospective students to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I am Professor Wilson Ejari, the Dean of Students of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and your will-be father on Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology campus. The office is very important to every student because once you are on campus, I become your parents, and you definitely have to know where your parents stays. The office is located in the Harper building in the commercial area of the university. The office sets itself to help you understand the processes and policies of the university. It also works to make sure that students are involved in the decision making and also help you to develop your leadership qualities. In terms of functions, the office is responsible for your welfare and discipline, and it is your first point of call on issues concerning your welfare, conduct, and discipline. When there are these issues that bothers you and is basically on academic grounds, your first point of call is usually your head of department. If it is not addressed to your satisfaction, you move to the dean of the faculty, then followed by the provost of your college. If you still have concerns, you can also report to the dean of students' office. However, should you have challenges and you think your preferred channel of reporting should be first to the dean of students' office, you are also most welcome. The office has very strong linkages with all the organs of the university and the offices, starting from the Vice Chancellor's office, the registry, the finance office, all the academic units, the health directorate, the security, and the halls of residence, and the private hostels. There are other independent units that are also parts or works closely with the Dean of Students' office. And the first one is the Counseling Center. They seek to help you when you have psychological challenges, to help you address some of the challenges you may face in your life. You can also visit them when there are issues bordering relationship also. We have also the office which deals with your spiritual life. That is the Chaplaincy Office. And it deals with both Protestant, Catholic, Charismatic, and Islamic issues of religion. Also, we also have the Office of the Immigration Service, which helps address the issues that faces international students. The office also liaises with the leadership of students, namely the Student Representative Council, that is the SRC, the Graduate Student Association of Ghana, that is the GRASAC, the National Union of Ghana Students, that is the KNUST, to work with them to help address issues that may bother students. The activities of the office makes it that the office works very closely with the University Information and Technology Service, the transport, the hospital, and then the security unit. There are a number of key activities that the office works to address. That involve international students, student housing and resident life, student conduct and discipline, other student support services, and student health service. On the issue of international students, the office is responsible for your welfare in terms of academic, resident, and social life. It also coordinates the regularization of your stay in the country and also on KNUST campus. In terms of student housing and residence life, most of you may secure accommodation on campus. That is to stay in the halls of residence. And the office works with the managers of this place to make sure that conditions are very conducive for you. Those who may be staying in private hostels also, the office works with them to make sure that you have decent and affordable accommodation that will make things go well for you. When it comes to student conduct and discipline, this is very key to the university because whatever you do or you do not do can go a long way to affect the image of the university. And therefore, there are procedures set out for us to address most of these challenges. When a complaint is made officially, you are allowed to write your statement. And then, depending on the level of the issue, it could be addressed in-house. You may be advised or you may be asked to sign a bond depending on what is at stake, or depending on the level of the misconduct, you could also be asked to face a disciplinary committee if it is approved by the Vice Chancellor. There are a number of misconduct activities that the present day students do that can affect your life, such as theft, fraud, assault, gambling, drug abuse, harassment. These are all not entertained on KNUST campus. So your first point of call in all these issues is to report to the Dean of Student Office to seek redress before you take it elsewhere. In terms of your health also, we have the KNUST hospital or the Student Health Services. Once you report to campus, you are supposed to go through a medical examination so that we assess and know your present health conditions, and then the needed support could be provided. If you fall sick whilst on campus, you report to the student clinic, and then you'll be given the needed attention. If it is very serious or if it is an emergency, you take it directly to the KNUST hospital. And we also encourage that you should look out for one another. There are cases where you will be staying in the same room with somebody. If you see that his condition is not well, you can definitely report to somebody for him or her to get the needed attention. In terms of student financial services, there may be one or two students who along the line, their financial situation might not be that so bearable. And my advice to you is that during the second semester, there will be adverts posted on the KNUST website where you can apply to get the needed support, usually given to needy but brilliant students. Also, the office also creates on-campus work-study programs, and there are some scholarship packages also. So if you either visit the office or you go to the website, you'll be able to see the needed direction for support. For students who may, for one reason or the other, have to travel outside the country, if you visit the embassy, they might ask you to provide a letter of support. The office is also responsible for that. For international students, the office coordinates their resident permits. And for students, usually we don't pray for this to happen, but whenever we lose a student, the office is the one which represents the university at such occasions. The office also works to provide support for students who have some form of disability, and we have accommodation facilities earmarked for such students. There is also a bursary for such students, and also there is an association for which you can join so that you can also hook up and benefit from some good relationship. Finally, there may be one or two of you who have a car of your own, or you can benefit from the usage of your parents' car or that of a brother. But for this, you will need a permit to be able to drive on KNUST campus. And therefore, you have to approach the office. You come with your valid driver's license, and then proof of ownership of the vehicle or documents indicating that you are allowed to drive the car on campus. And then you'll be given a sticker which permits you to drive on campus. But we do not condone reckless driving on KNUST campus. On this note, I will say welcome to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Thank you.
Hello, all our newly admitted students. Let me add my voice to the Vice Chancellor to welcome you to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. My name is Theodora Odro. Please call me Auntie Theo. That's the name every student calls me on campus. I'm here to present to you what we do at the Student Affairs and Financial Services under the Office of the Dean of Students. The Student Financial Services Office was established way back in 2006. However, in 2018, it was integrated with the Office of the Dean of Students to better serve the university. The aim of this is to have the Office of the Dean of Students as a center of integration where students can access services like the Dean of Students, financial services, counseling services, and even immigration support. So we are there to support your academic and general well-being. Our Student Affairs and Financial Services Office, what is our mandate? Basically, we keep students' records, support services, and also students' welfare. We support students with letters of introduction for visa applications. We know that as you are coming to the university, most of you will be traveling outside the country for internship, exchange program, and even on holidays. We need to introduce you to the various consulates and embassies in Ghana. Our office will assist you with the required documentation. Also, you want to go and do any program anywhere, the Office of the Dean of Students through Student Affairs will help you with letters of attestation to ensure that you are accorded the needed support when the need be. On our welfare role, the office is mandated to explore, solicit, and offers financial assistance to students from less endowed schools and also needy but very brilliant students. We are very much aware that most of us coming to school have the required financial resources to come to school. However, there are a number of us who are very brilliant, yet quite needy. And our office is here to offer the little that we can to assist you, ensure that your 4-year stay, your 6-year stay is less stressful. So we monitor all the financial support for our students. We also ensure there's equitable distribution and disbursement of these scarce resources. We control to make sure that students do not enrich themselves with multiple scholarships, but everybody get the little that you need to make sure that your education is good. We support needy Barbarian students. We relocate students from less endowed places, and also students who, one way or the other, are very needy but very brilliant that must be assisted. Before I share with you some of the scholarships and bursaries available, let me remind you of some few financial obligations that you need to do as a newly admitted student. 1, newly admitted student, you are supposed to pay your academic and residential fees. I'm begging you, please do, because if you don't pay your fees, you cannot register. That's the rule of the game. Fees paid are not refundable. There are so many banks in Ghana you can pay your fees or your tuition fees. You can go to GCB Bank, Cal Bank, UBA, Republic Bank, Stanchart, Stanbic, ABSA, and all. Go to our website, and all the other financial banks will be there to help you. After you have paid your fees, please, you need to register both online and also biometric. The representative from UITS, University Information Technology Services, will be here to guide you how to register your course online and also do your biometric registration. Only students who have paid their academic fees in full can register. So please, families, help your people pay their fees in full. If you have any challenges concerning your registration, please go to your college or faculty or departmental examination officers, program officers, your head of department, or even the UITS officer assigned to your college or faculty or department for support and assistance. Now, what do our office do to help you? We have some scholarships, we have bursary, and we have what we call the work study, both internal work study and external work study. We have a guiding principle to support you to complete your program, but not to enrich you. Where do we get our support from? The university, through its own internally generated funds, supports students. We also follow NGOs, individuals, churches, philanthropists, and corporate institutions to come to the aid of our needy but very brilliant students. As an institution, we have what we call the KNUST bursary. When you come in, we'll give you more. We have what we call the KNUST SRC, the Student Representative Council, KTBA. We support needy but brilliant students. For the graduate student, we have the GRASAC Bwawunia. Please visit the university website often to check availability of these internal supports. External funding for our needy students includes Educational Pathway International. This will come from the US. We have Edu Fondation coming from Italy. We have Related Foundation, a group of family members coming to support needy but brilliant students. Rev. Makbuache is supporting needy students from the business school. Nankeni and Hagen is open to all. Our law students are blessed to have the Lebanese embassy supporting them. Timothy Ansah Berger supports students from the Western region. Kingdom Bookshop and Stationery support students from all other programs. We have Student Loan Trust Fund that gives very flexible loans to students, and of course brighter investment also as well. Other sources of funding that's not directly under the university but it's open to everybody is a GMPC scholarship. I hope you know about that. We have the MP Common Fund, the GET Fund, the Ghana Government Scholarship, the District Assembly Scholarship, and other religious organizations. So wherever you come from, a Christian, a Muslim, whatever you belong to, please visit your church or your mosque. Maybe they have some support to assist you throughout your stay in the university. However, let me just pause a little and say, if you know of any organization, institution that is willing to support our needy students, please connect us to them. Let's see how best we can help our needy but brilliant students. How do we go about this? As you have come to the university, there's some few things you need to do often if you're a needy student. One, visit the university website often. Every scholarship, every bursary that comes, we put it there. So those who go there often will see it, apply it, and get the support. Do you know that we have uploaded about 5 scholarship and bursary support at the website? If you've not been there already, I advise you, just go there. The deadline is still on. We have not reached there yet. The university website, download the form, fill it, and submit it on time. Eligibility, you must be a Ghanaian, of course, undergraduate or postgraduate, a regular student, and of course, a good academic record. So we check your academic records to see whether you are indeed brilliant but needy. Some do's and don'ts whilst you are coming to university. Visit notice boards. Read messages on your phone. Anytime you see a message from the office of the dean of students, don't gloss over it. Read it. Maybe it's a scholarship, it's a bursary, or other financial support that you need. Our office is located at the commercial area, J. Harper Building, room 19 and 20. Come by, pass by. Ask us if there's any financial support available for you. We'll see if there's any. We'll support you, apply, and benefit from it. Let me give you some few guidelines even as you are coming to campus. University life demands strong financial backing, and please take this very seriously. Do or prepare a simple personal budget for yourself, showing your income sources and expenditure. No income, you're not working. And maybe you can get money from home, your family, uncles, aunties can give you something to come to school. Scholarship and bursaries will also help you. You can take a student's loan. Yes, very flexible payment terms can also be of help. And remittances, the Western Union, the MoneyGrams can also come. When it comes, and wisely, my dear, after paying your fees, you need a place to lay your head. You need food to survive on campus. You need call, credit, and data bundles. You need a smartphone, you need a laptop, you need all these things. You need clothing, you need shoes. All these are expenditure patterns. You need books, you need photocopies, you need general stationery. My advice to you, spend wisely and live within your means. Don't copy your friend. Know where you are coming from. Be focused, be attentive, and spend your money very wisely. Other relevant information as I conclude. My office also works with the Office of the Deputy Registrar Academic, and there are few things we want to draw your attention to, even as you're coming to school. Change of names is not allowed in the university. The name you apply with, the name you have done all registration with, is the name you will graduate with. We don't change date of birth. Please, don't flood my office with letters for change of birth. However, in some circumstances, there is a need for you to change your names. You apply to Deputy Registrar Academic to support you, and it's taken to the legal office to see if indeed you qualify for correction of name or change of names. So you must come up with all the relevant documents and we will guide you. In conclusion, once again, welcome to KNUST. Some few things you need to know. You need money to survive. You need books to read. You need a place to lay your head. Make sure that you are studying hard. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, and we are here to help you. KNUST is here to help you with some scholarship and bursary support to make sure that your stay with us is good, so it is less stressful. Help us to help you, and see you very soon. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you in school soon.
I want to congratulate you on securing admission into this prestigious university, KNUST, one of the best in Africa. I am Lieutenant Colonel Richard Koba Eshen, the head of Security Services, and I'm presenting to you the topic General and Personal Security on Campus. I'm using this opportunity to assure you that once you're a student of KNUST and on this campus, we have a logical set of security measures in place for you. And what do I mean by that? We have looked at all the threats that are here, and then we have implemented measures security measures to counter all those threats. So anytime you face any particular security incident, we have an answer or a measure for us to implement and then neutralize it, so to speak. I'm also creating awareness, security awareness through this presentation, so that you'll be armed once you report and then implement all the awareness tips, security tips that I'll be giving you once you are on this campus. And also want to tell you that we will be doing our part by providing you the security, but you have to complement it by also taking certain personal actions that I will tell you during this presentation. So I will just talk about the general security situation on campus. I'll give you personal basic security tips and then introduce KNUST security services to you and give you very important security emergency contacts and then numbers that you will call anytime you have to. Generally, the security situation on campus is very calm. There's no problem at all. And when you come on campus, you will see. However, your presence attracts a lot of criminals on campus because you carry along valuables. And remember that these criminals are both students and non-students. So the people moving about you are students, some of them are criminals. So you have to keep that in mind. Because of that, students face a lot of threats whilst they are on campus. And what happens is that these criminals know that you are fresh. So you don't know your whereabouts on campus, you are innocent. So they capitalize on that one. You become vulnerable. And then when you become negligent small, they capitalize on that vulnerability and then take your valuable item away or attack you if they have to. So the general threat on campus that you are likely to encounter, the first one is theft. There are robbery cases, fraud, one of the major security incidents, assault, there's sexual harassment, stalking, and blackmailing, and then environmental threats, which I will just advise you on. We have a very good fauna and flora here, very good environment. So theft cases, what is it? It's the most commonest crime on campus. And these criminals always target what? Mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and then of course money. And these theft incidents usually occurs in the halls of residence and then in the hostels. And like I told you earlier on, the perpetrators are both students and non-students. So you have to be careful. What they normally do is that they try to get hold of your key and go and make a duplicate copy. So whilst you are in the lecture room, they are doing their operations in your halls of residence. And then they also use excuses. So you see them roaming about, trying to behave like they are errand boys and they're looking for somebody. Before you realize they have picked your phone and then they are gone. These are the two major tactics that they use. Then when it comes to robbery and armed robbery, it's not common. And the perpetrators are mostly non-students who engage in armed robbery activities. They always use elements of surprise. So they will go and hide in a ticket where the place is dark. And then when you decide to use there, they will ambush you and collect your item. They use a lot of weapons, knives, pistols, which are sometimes even toy pistols. And then they use it to spring a surprise on you. Then another major one is fraud. Fraud, the fraudsters use tactics such as impersonation. They will pretend they are students, they will pretend they are staff, they pretend they are lecturers, and then try to deceive you and then defraud you. They use rainmaker method. And what is it? You will be there, for example, you will be there and then you receive a message that you have won something. So you have to give us this money and then we'll give you. And then surprisingly, students will also give their money out. Once you send that money through the mobile money or whatever means, once they receive it, they wave at you and they go. That is what they do. They behave like they are pastors, spiritual cleansing, that you have problem, you are possessed. So they will come, try to deceive you. And then before you realize, you have parted away with something against your will. And then recruitment and accommodation fraud. As you are coming, accommodation is a bit tight. So they will have all means to try and then use accommodation issue to defraud you. If you have any problem with accommodation, just contact the Dean of Students office and then they will help you out. Don't engage anybody outside the university to help you with accommodation. Assault, sexual harassment, stalking, blackmailing are activities that normally occur between students. Anytime you are sexually harassed or somebody is stalking you, quickly report to any of your lecturers or go to the Dean of Students Office, who is your father on campus, and then report, and we'll quickly take action and make sure that the culprit stops. So, having known these threats that you are likely to face on campus, let me give you some of the basic security measures that you have to implement once you are here. Obviously, you go out. So when you go out, what you have to do is that you avoid walking in the dark or near bushy or isolated areas, whether the place is lit or otherwise, don't use the place. Avoid using shortcuts, and then as much as possible, avoid talking to strangers. Once you arrive on campus, anybody that you interact with is a stranger until you become familiar with the environment, you know where you go, and then now you can attend to people. Don't try to be Rambo. What I mean is that whenever you are attacked by armed robbers, go by their instructions, and then whatever they want, give it to them, and then have your life, and then continue with your academic endeavors. You will obviously stay in the halls and then hostels. One very serious thing is key control. That leads to a lot of theft cases in the halls and residence. So what I want to tell you is that make sure that you deposit your keys always at the hall assistance lodge. When time you are going, deposit it with them. If it happens that you think that your door lock is compromised, quickly report to them and let them change. If you are in the hostel, insist that they change your door lock because you are paying for it. Don't use keys of other rooms to open your door. You will have compromised your key and your door, and that is it. Anytime there's a problem with securing your items, report to the hall assistant. And very important, whenever you are leaving your room, lock your door. When you are sleeping inside, lock it. Don't think that you are just going 2 seconds and you come back. That 2 seconds, you go, come back, and your mobile phone is gone. So immediately you leave, make sure you lock your door. Of course, you'll be going to the bus stops. You'll be moving around in the parks. As much as possible, avoid bus stops that are isolated and off campus. We have recognized ones that you can use. Try and board taxis or commercial vehicles, we call them trotro, that are embossed with KNUST stickers. When you come on campus, you will see we have registered all of them. So if there's any problem, we can easily track them. Those are the ones that we recommend for you once you are on campus. And then when you are boarding a vehicle, to make sure that you take the registration number, take some identifiable features on the vehicle so that if there's any problem, you can call us and then we can use it to trace. Don't display money or any valuable thing in your wallet once you are in the vehicle. And if you happen to have your own car, try and secure student car stickers, paste it on your windscreen, and then you'll be fine. Park at well-lit areas. And then when you are leaving, put all your valuables in the trunk of the vehicle and then lock them. Roll up and lock the vehicles. If you come back, check at the back seat before you enter the vehicles, your vehicle. If you happen that somebody is following you, try and honk your horn or move to the nearest security officer, let the person pass by, or move to the nearest fuel station if you happen to be in town. Now, let me introduce the KNUST security services for you. We have a simple mission, and that is to ensure that there's a stable, secure environment for you to do your academic work and research work once you're on campus. And therefore, there's no need for you to fear. We work with everybody, the students' body, the staff body, together with the KNUST District Police to make sure that the campus is very secure. We perform a whole lot of activities and duties that are 24 hours. So whilst you are sleeping, we are not sleeping. We are making sure that you sleep sound by securing you. When you are on campus, our headquarters is at the faculty area. And then we have the main office at the hospital. When you come, they will do the orientation, they will drive you around so you will know there. So that if you have any problem and you happen to be in the faculty area, just come to our office there and report. Or when you are in the halls, you just move to the main administrative office and then you report. Kindly take note of these two hotlines, very important. You can write them down. 050-134-7350. I repeat, 050-134-7350. The second one is 050-134-7352. 050-134-7352. So the difference is in the last digit, that's 0 and 2. Anytime, it is 24-hour hotline. Anytime you have any problem, wherever you are, just call and then we'll come to your rescue. We also have KNUST police here that will work with them. So if there is a need for us to rely on their services, we'll rely on their services. I end by giving you a security advice by saying that security is a shared responsibility. We can provide all the services for you, but you in person has to also make sure that you apply the security tips that I've given you, so that complementarily we will all make sure that you are secured on campus. The environment is secured for you. So I want to thank you very much and hope to see you soon on campus. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Say Wiswansa. I'm the Director of the University Health Services, and I welcome you all to KNUST. I briefly introduce to you the University Health Services and what you should do when you fall ill. The university has a hospital situated at the Tech Junction and a dedicated students' clinic situated opposite the Chancellor's Hall, popularly called Hall 7. The hospital is a general hospital providing general and specialist healthcare services. Our services include treatment of diseases, prevention and promotion of health. We offer medical consultations, admissions, operations, and maternity services. For students, the University Health Services exist to make you fit for academic studies when in school. And in view of this, every first-year student has to undergo a medical examination to achieve this. It begins with an online questionnaire of your medical history, which you must fill this truthfully. The next step is to come to the students' clinic for your examination. The days and time for the examination are every day 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. except holidays. You will take a chest x-ray at a cost of 60 cedis. If you have a recent, not more than a month-old chest x-ray, please bring it along. A certificate of fitness will be sent to your college at the end of the examinations. Any medical condition that is found will be treated. For those with hypertension, diabetes, sickle cell disease, or other chronic conditions, we encourage you to attend our specialist clinics at the main hospital. Should you fall ill whilst in school, please come to the students' clinic on Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., or the main hospital after 6 p.m. on weekends and also in the night. Bring along a valid National Health Insurance card and evidence of proof of being a student, which is your student ID card. Make sure your National Health Insurance card is valid. That is, it has not expired. You can register or renew your National Health Insurance at the Students' Clinic during the medical examination or at the main hospital on Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. In case of emergencies, when you cannot come to the hospital, please call the following numbers for assistance: 050-644-8826 and 050-644-8831. If you have any complaints to make, please feel free to do so. Call the following numbers: 054-540-5019 and 059 603 5895. The main hospital, situated at the Tech Junction, provides 24-hour service 7 days a week. The Students' Clinic, I have said, is sited on number 3 and number 4 Esuja Road, opposite the Chancellor's Hall. The working times are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It is not operational on weekends and on holidays. On these times, you should come to the main hospital. The main hospital provides a full range of hospital services, wide range of specialist clinics, dental and eye services. Specialist clinics are hypertension and diabetes clinic, sickle cell and asthma clinic, psychiatric and counseling clinic, and the preventive health clinic. I will now briefly touch on COVID and the measures for prevention of infection whilst on campus. Please adhere to them strictly. Wear your face mask when you are going out. Maintain a physical distance of at least 1 meter. Avoid crowds and crowding a social gathering whenever possible. Frequently use your hand sanitizers and the washing of hands with soap and running water. You are responsible for your own health and must therefore be vigilant and adhere to these protocols. Report to the hospital or student's clinic when you have any of these symptoms: fever with cough or chest pains, loss of smell, and sore throat. Be each other's keeper. Encourage colleagues who are ill to visit the hospital. Please call the hospital numbers as stated for any assistance that you may require. I wish you a pleasant stay on campus and a happy new year to you. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Nkrumah, a systems analyst with the University Information Technology Services. Congratulations on your admissions to the prestigious Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST. I will orient you today on the use of information and communication technology on campus as a student. KNUST is an ecosystem where the use and application of technology is the oxygen you need to survive. In this chat, I will introduce you to the UITS, systems available for students, ICT facilities, vital links, and finally, some do's and don'ts within the cyberspace of KNUST. And therefore, join me, let's start. The Uits Directorate is the main provider of ICT services across the university, which drives university's core business in teaching, learning, and research, and its related administrative activities. Currently, there are 4 departments within the Directorate responsible for various services. The first is the Network Operations and Infrastructure. Second, the Software Development Services. Third, the Web Development Services. And then finally, the IT Training and Help Desk. To touch on each of the departments, the Network Operations and Infrastructure provides reliable network connectivity and access to the internet and university IT services at the faculty, that is the classroom area, and the various halls of residence. The Software Development Services is responsible for designing, developing, and implementing enterprise information systems on campus to cover a wide range of university business processes, which includes your admissions. The Web Development Services builds user-centered, flexible, scalable, sustainable, standard, compliant, and secure web systems. Lastly, the running of IT training in fundamental IT skills, the management of ICT labs, and provision of help and support is the duty of the IT Training and Help Desk. Where to find the UITS on campus? Very simple. We are on the 3rd floor of the Casely-Hayford building. We also have units in all 7 colleges as well as some faculties, including our Obuasi campus. Now, let's talk about some systems you must know as a student of KNUST. First and foremost is the Students Portal. This is an online portal with the address apps.knust.edu.gh/students, where the following self-help services are available to you: updating of profile, course registration, option change, registration slip, results checking, assessment of lecturers, bills and payments, biometric verification, virtual classroom link, and transcript requests. Another platform to access all these self-services is the KNUST AIM, which is an Android application available at the Play Store for you to download. To log in, you will need your student's username, password, and your student reference number. This credential will be sent to you via text message. You can retrieve this also when you visit the login page of the student's portal and click Forgot Your Password link. Note, you can also review the list of devices synced to your KNUST AIM account in the student's portal. All KNUST students have an official email account with domain extension at st.knust.edu.gh. Using this email for correspondence identifies you as an authentic KNUST student. With the ICT Help Desk portal, help is only a click away. Visit helpdesk.knust.edu.gh. Open a new ticket or use the live chat to get interactive with any of our staff who are always available for your help. On the network connection services, most buildings are connected to the university network via the LAN, that's the local area network, or KNUST Wi-Fi. You will need your credentials to connect to the Wi-Fi. There are a number of ICT facilities on campus to make life easy. The UITS ICT Labs are available for you. You can locate the KNUST ICT Lab on the first floor of the Prempeh II Library or the SRC UITS Carrera Lab at the commercial area. Likewise, we have another lab at the central classroom block basement. In addition, all colleges and some faculties have ICT labs with the state-of-the-art PCs for your use. Don't forget to keep to the strict lab rules as defaulters will be sanctioned. Your KNUST student ID card is a multi-purpose card with infrared capabilities for identification. This is a personal card. It is also hooked to the MasterCard platform for online transactions when it's activated. The essence of the card is to keep records of access to facilities, prevent unauthorized access to certain facilities, and to mitigate theft within the residential facilities. Let me hint that there are access restrictions at the halls. Hall residents have 24/7-hour access, but non-residents cannot access the hall between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Also, access-controlled gates like the one at Bomso Gate is accessible to students 24/7. Students with vehicles are required to register their vehicles with the Dean of Students to use the restricted barriers. On physical security, there are closed-circuit television surveillance cameras at various vantage points in the halls and other places on campus. As a KNUST student, you'll be given a Vodafone SIM card with a monthly renewing package to enhance networking with your peers and research work online. The package includes a 5 gig data bundle, 200 minutes voice on-net talk time, that is when calling any Vodafone number not on the package, 10 minutes voice off-net talk time, that is when calling a number on a different network, and 500 minutes community user group talk time, that is when calling any KNUST colleague of yours on the same package. To recharge, you dial *134* followed by the voucher PIN and then hash, or *528# to do a top-up bundle for data. The package is renewed every 25th day of every month. Don't forget to keep your SIM card safe from misplacement and theft. You will also be required to activate it with a short code *127# upon collection of the SIM card. To resolve any issue related to the SIM card, visit the Vodafone Cafe, College of Engineering, KNUST. The most important feature of this SIM card is that vital KNUST information meant for you will be sent to you by text message on that SIM. So please keep it safe and use it. Know these online resources. They are very vital. First, www.knust.edu.gh, which is the school's website where you will get latest information on KNUST, news from KNUST, events, announcements, access to resources on academics and admission, research, and many, many more. Don't forget helpdesk.knust.edu.gh, where you can seek IT help on any issue at any given point in time. stdmail.knust.edu.gh to log into your student email account, src.knust.edu.gh to know more about the SRC and their events, ocl.knust.edu.gh, the off-campus electronic information resource for research materials. Finally, to some do's and don'ts. The use of internet services for viewing pornography and gambling is strictly prohibited. Also, damaging or stealing any ICT equipment is heavily punishable. Don't ever share your student credentials to anyone. Should you do that, you will be impersonated. That is, someone can do something prohibited on our network all in your name, or possibly infringe on your privacy and check your results, or possibly deregister you or delete your registered courses, which would mean that for that semester you didn't register, ultimately leading to withdrawal. Don't give your Vodafone SIM card to friends or family members. It is for you to use as a KNUST student. Do not give your ID card also to anyone. You will be punished heavily should it be detected that you do so. If your student credentials have been compromised, simply go to the login page of the student's portal and click forgot your password to reset your password. Note also the personal address mapped to your profile. It must be for you and not for your parents, teachers, or siblings. Create an email account for yourself and update your profile immediately if that is the case. Lastly, cybersecurity threats are everywhere. Watch out for spam mails and phishing sites asking you to provide your details or credentials. Verify any offer from the main KNUST website, the Dean of Students office, or the UITS office. You can send a ticket also. Don't give your email address or contact to anybody without proper identification. Hook up with our virtual tour guide and also at virtualtour.knust.edu.gh to explore our evergreen campus. We are the UITS and we are here for you. Enjoy our services and give us feedback as well at feedback.knust.edu.gh. You are welcome.
Hello, I welcome all of you to KNUST campus, and I also welcome you to this session of the virtual orientation. My name is Juliana Opokunyako, representing the Estate Organization. I want to give you some basic information that you may need as you walk around KNUST campus. Our goal as the Estate Organization, our aim is to ensure that we have a safe, clean, and conducive environment for teaching and learning. And with that, we want to employ all of you to support us in keeping the university as neat and as safe and as conducive as possible. When we talk about property, we are talking about two main things: movables and immovables. Movables, we are looking at anything owned by the university which can be moved, like chairs, tables, other equipment, lab equipment, and everything. And immovable, we are looking at the land and buildings that we see around. I'll first take the immovables and how we have to help protect them. You realize that we have neat lawns and landscape on campus. We just want to appeal to you not to be walking on our lawns, because we've created walkways in all areas. So let's use the walkways and not walk on the greens. It will create paths in the greens and will destabilize the beauty that we have around. Again, we want to appeal to you not to be urinating anyhow, anywhere, under trees, anyhow, because they affect the living things around. We also want to appeal to you not to litter around. We have provided dust bins all around campus. Wherever you find yourself, you'll find dust bins. We have also added, or we are adding, you'll find yellow bins. The yellow bins are for plastics, and then the other colored bins are for all other organic materials. So if you take anything in a plastic and you get to where the bin is, put it in the yellow bin and it will be disposed of at the right time. Again, we also want to appeal to you that as far as our buildings are concerned, you don't just rub your hands on the buildings to make them dirty. We don't post bills on the buildings. You don't, because when you post bills and we have to remove them, they deface the painting on the wall and it will not make our compound neat. So as much as possible, don't do any of these things, not on poles, not on the buildings, not on telephone or electricity poles, not anywhere. Kindly approach us. If you want to raise any banner or anything, don't just go around and hang them anywhere. Come to us, we will show you the appropriate place to put them. Again, when we come to the movable, we want to appeal to you that our chairs are meant for sitting. So kindly do that for us. Don't sit on the back of the chairs. It doesn't help them to last. They easily break and we may have to replace them, which is cost to the university. So please sit on the seats and make good use of the chairs. Again, you don't have to be moving them around. The facility officers at the colleges and at other places arrange our rooms for us. And we want to appeal to you that when you enter any facility, as the arrangement is, so let it be. If for any good reason there has to be a change, talk to your facility officer. He will assist you to do what you want to do. Also, we have PA equipment at the lecture theatres. We want to appeal to you not to be moving them around. Talk to the facility officers. They will assist you to do what you intend doing. Don't move the microphones around. Keep them where you are expected to keep them. If you need to do any extra thing with them, please kindly seek permission and allow them to do what you want to do for you or assist you in doing it. Again, if you use water either in the washroom, at the lab or anywhere, please make sure you exercise patience and ensure that it's well closed before you leave. When you enter our washrooms, we use WCs. Kindly sit on the bowls. The bowls are plates. If you stand on them, it can break and your weight will come down with it and you can be hurt. So kindly do us the honor by sitting on it and then using them appropriately. Another thing we notice students do is that when they enter the washrooms, they can carry the tea roll, put them in their bags, and we can't find them any longer. Please, it is for the use of all students. So don't take them away. Use it and leave the rest for others to use. It includes soaps, sanitizers, and all other things that are handy. Kindly use and leave so that others can also make good use of them. Again, when in case you, let's say, pour water in a washroom or something, alert a cleaner or the facility officer to work on it so that another person does not go there and slip. If you notice anything in the washroom that is not normal, kindly report to the facility officer at the college or report to the hall assistant at the hall or anywhere else so that they can assist you. We are also appealing to you that maybe you are a rep for an organization or something and you want to have a program on campus. You don't just come around and pitch a tent and begin to use any space. You need to seek permission. It is not everywhere you can do that. So when you approach us, we will let you know how you can go about it so that you can do it the right way. You don't just pitch a tent or begin to arrange chairs anywhere and begin to have your program. Also, you cannot sell. At times we find students selling, and when we question them, they give us all sorts of reasons why they should do that. Please, you don't do that here. You make sure you seek permission from us and we will assist you and guide you to do what you need to do. Also, we want to appeal to all of you that anything, as I've described to you, as being part of our property, when you have to use it with care. When you enter your labs, use all the lab equipment with care. When you enter your lecture theater, please use everything there with care, making sure that you are protecting it for others to also have the opportunity to use them. We have tried to maintain the environment as green as possible. If you begin to pluck the flowers or do other things to them, for example, you are an art student, and then you just carry a cutlass and begin to hack a tree, you will not be helping the environment, because the environmentalists have told us about how the way we have to fell trees and how to treat them. So if you need any tree for any reason, for any experiment or research or whatever, kindly approach us. We will assist you to do the right thing. We are also appealing to you not to be moving the furniture in the lecture theaters around. If, for example, there are not enough furniture in a particular lecture theater, kindly alert the facility officer. He will make sure, or she will make sure, you are provided with whatever you need to make your stay comfortable. With this said, I want to welcome you once again to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and to appeal to you that let's help the estate organization to protect the property the university has provided for us to use. Thank you very much.
Hello. Let me, on behalf of management of KNUST and leadership of the e-learning center, add my voice to congratulate you once again for gaining admission to our prestigious university. KNUST obviously is the premier science and technology university in Ghana, and of course the best university in Ghana. And the e-learning center is particularly very excited about your enrollment on these programs. In fact, we look forward to work closely with you in areas of online learning and of course blended learning as well. Any issues regarding going online to access your course materials and interacting with the e-space would be our responsibility, and we'll be working close with you. Let me give you a brief background about the e-learning center. So KNUST continues to record increase in population of students, and of course looking at the teeming number of students coupled with the multidisciplinary nature of the programs that we run in this university, and of course the obvious impact and the effects that COVID-19 presented us with, management thought it wise to set up an e-learning center which will, as it is, coordinate the virtual pedagogies and learning activities in the university. So in the year 2021, July 2021 to be specific, the center was set up to ensure that we run and coordinate all virtual teaching and learning, and of course online interactions among lecturers and students of our dear university. The center has the mandate to oversee the e-pedagogy and then the e-learning. So we have the online teaching or blended teaching, and then we have learning also. When it comes to teaching, our focus is to ensure that we adequately prepare the staff of the university through what we call digital literacy training sections. And we will walk them through various workshops and training to position them to be able to teach and deliver online. We also offer both synchronous that is live sections, and asynchronous, that is not real-time sections, teaching support for our lecturers and our dear facilitators. And when it comes to basically online tutoring, the management of online tutoring is the responsibility of our center. And of course, we have built a whole repository of resources which will be available on the KNUST website, and specifically the e-learning website, for you to interact with and to work with. When it comes to learning, which largely concerns you, we are readily available to support you to be able to manage and maneuver yourself in the e-space as far as going online to audit your courses and interacting with the materials and your facilitators are concerned. So we are here to ensure that you have successful live sections and also to have successful, not real-time sections in trying to access your learning resources as learners. Of course, we also exist to collaborate with the university library so that you can have access to ebooks and what we call OER, Open Educational Resources, so you can work with them as and when you have to refer to such materials. Resources that would help you, tutorial materials that will help you to be able to work effectively online and even in the blended space are available on our website for you to also work with. Beyond the teaching and learning, the center also exists to coordinate online examination. And we do this with the University Information Technology Service, the UITS, you have heard from already. So when it comes to writing exams, and if it has to be an online examination, that is where we come in. We would be readily available to assist you to ensure that you don't lose out and you are able to access your examination on time in collaboration with the UITS. We are also available to assist where you have to do an online or virtual video conference and you have to also log in for a conference or a workshop or seminar. As far as it's an online activity, the e-learning center would be available to assist you to have your way through. Beyond this, we also as a center offer what is called the Proctor Service. If you have to take an examination outside the university, we are positioned to supervise that external examination. And so we have individual institutions that are into this proctor examination, and we coordinate with them to ensure that your examination in the external institutions becomes successful as well. Now, when it comes to teaching and of course learning as regular students, as distance students, as far as online is concerned, as far as blended learning is concerned, we are available to assist you. Also, we recognize the fact that some of you would need a refresher training on how to work with the online space. And then, of course, also training on how to survive with the learning management system that we run with. KNUST runs with a learning management system, which is called Moodle. And we have branded it as a virtual virtual classroom. So we have the virtual classroom space to coordinate all your learning activities that will happen both online and in hybrid. And when it comes to accessing these resources from the virtual classroom, that is what we exist to do. I believe that we will be helping you in surviving as far as e-learning is concerned. Feel free to contact or communicate with us on any issues regarding e-learning, e-resources, and surviving the online space. We're currently located at the Evans Anfom Auditorium. You can reach us there in person. Nonetheless, the e-learning is available to be contacted via our website, the elearning.knust.edu.gh. All our Facebook handles also are active. We have the e-learning KNUST as our Facebook name, and then LinkedIn account being e-learning KNUST as well. You can also send us an email. Our hotlines are also available, and we are very willing to work with you to have a successful stay with KNUST. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.